Hey there, welcome to my May bullet journal setup. I'm so excited about this month's theme, so let's hop right into it. Of course, we're starting off with the cover page. I'm doing this Greek statue bust design and adding in some leaves just for fun. It honestly took me so long to find a theme for May, no ideas were popping up really. But whenever I'm in need of inspiration for art or for my journal, I like to look around my daily life, like any movies I've watched recently or maybe a song that I've listened to. And so this theme was inspired by the Odyssey, which I had to read for school recently. And the book is set in ancient Greece, and it's basically about the main character Odysseus trying to find his way back to his homeland and to his family, but he's encountering a bunch of challenges and obstacles during the way. It was a pretty fun read, so I definitely recommend it if you're looking for your next book. But yeah, that's basically what inspired this Greek mythology kind of theme. Next, we're moving on to the quote page. I have a Greek vase or pot design I found on Pinterest just on the left. And I thought the quote was kind of cute with the broken pottery illustration. And for the color theme, this month I'm keeping it pretty simple, just with the green in the leaves. And especially since I'm doing lots of statue designs, which are made of marble, I didn't really want to go too heavy on the coloring. I think I tried doing some pink originally as part of the color scheme. Like you can see on the cover page, I tried coloring in some parts of the statue with the pink, but it was just kind of too vibrant for me, so I ended up fading it a bit with some white gel pen. If you're coming here from my Instagram, there's a link in the description. You know that I've been doing these smaller one-page calendars recently. Before, I wouldn't really use up a full calendar. I just have a bunch of blank space at the end of every month. But I know that I have lots of exams and activities coming up this month, so I decided to give myself some extra planning space and return to this type of double page calendar. And as you may have noticed, it's my first video on this channel. If you're enjoying the videos so far, likes and comments are so appreciated. But back to the setup. And next we're on to my habit tracker. So I think this was one of the most challenging spreads this month. Figuring out the spacing was difficult enough with the whole circular design, but the portrait in the center was really tough as well. It's kind of a modern Medusa design with the classic snake hair. I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, the proportions and the central portrait and stuff, but I'm really glad I went through with it and challenged myself. This month I'm tracking piano and clarinet, so every day I practice those, I will fill in the square with a green marker. I'm also tracking my soft contact usage, so again I'll just mark down the days when I use it. This brain dump page is probably my favorite spread this month by far. I love the statue design and how it's kind of crumbling apart with the leaves sprouting out of the top. I'm not really experienced with drawing portraits, I only really started looking into them as preparation for this theme, but I had a blast trying to learn portraits like these. Shading with pen was also a new technique I had to practice. It's so much different than shading with pencil, but I like the final result. I tried out one of these one line a day spreads last month. So basically you just write a sentence about the highlights of your day or things that you're grateful for. It really helps me reflect on my day and look at the positives, so if you have some unused pages in your monthly spreads, these one-lined days can be a great option for filling in some of the extra space. I actually left the opposite page blank here for any spreads I may need to make during the month. I can always come back and add like a quote or a doodle for fun if nothing comes up. And we're almost done here. I'm just setting up my first weekly spread for May. I like this concept of the different sized boxes. It's really simple but so flexible, and it's also really convenient to add in any doodles or mini calendars like I'm doing here. I'm also sticking with the classic like ancient Greek type of font to do the headers for each day. And that is it for my May setup. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed. Head over to my Instagram at Simply Stationery. I'll also put that in the description to check out my previous bullet journal themes. And if you want to see more videos in the future, subscribing is always appreciated. Thanks again and have a beautiful rest of the day.